One of the biggest fears people have about travel insurance is whether the company will actually pay when you need them to. And if you've gone online and searched for any travel insurance company, you know what I'm talking about. You see one-star reviews, horror stories about denied claims. You search one company, it looks terrible. You search another one, and it's the same thing. After a few of those, you start to wonder if any of them are worth trusting at all. I've been a licensed agent for 20 years now. I built the first website to collect travel insurance reviews back in 2006. And that experience taught me something about the claims process that most travelers never learn. Today, I'm going to show you what actually happens when you file a claim, why most of those bad reviews are misleading, and exactly how to make sure that yours gets paid. Let's get into it. Here's a number that surprises most people. Over 95% of travel insurance claims get paid. That's not a number from an insurance company's brochure. That's industry-wide data. The vast majority of people who file a legitimate claim get their money back. So why does it feel like the opposite is true? Because of something I discovered firsthand when I started gathering those reviews. There was a problem. They were almost all negative. Just think about it. If you file a claim and it goes smoothly, you get your check, you move on with your life. You don't go online and write a review for your insurance company. Nobody does that. It's insurance. The best outcome is that nothing bad happened or that the process was boring and routine. But if your claim gets denied, you're angry, you feel cheated, and the first thing you do is go online and tell everybody about it. That's selection bias. It's the same reason why every car insurance company has terrible reviews on the Better Business Bureau. It's not that every company is terrible, it's that only the unhappy people share it. So let me tell you how claims actually work from the inside. These insurance companies have entire departments dedicated to processing and paying claims. One of the largest travel insurers in the US has about 150 people on just their claims team. They process thousands of claims every single week. And here's something that they've said publicly. They want to pay your claim. That's not marketing. Just think about it for a second from their perspective. If they routinely denied legitimate claims, two things would happen. Their state regulators would shut them down, and the comparison sites that send them most of their business would drop them. So what does the process actually look like when it works the way it's supposed to? A straightforward claim with complete documentation gets reviewed in 2 to 3 weeks. If you file online and choose direct deposit, some claims get processed and paid in as little as 1 week. No fighting, no lawyers, no months of back and forth. So if 95% of claims get paid, what happens with the other 5%? After years of reading claims and mediating disputes between travelers and insurance companies, I can tell you that almost every denied claim falls into one of two categories. Either the claim wasn't actually covered or the documentation was incomplete. That's it. It's almost never a case of an insurance company acting in bad faith. Let me walk you through both of those. Number one, the claim wasn't covered. This is the most common reason, and it catches people off guard every time. Here's how it happens. You buy a travel insurance policy. Something goes wrong with your trip, so you file a claim. Then you find out that the specific reason you're canceling isn't on the list of covered reasons. Every travel insurance policy has a specific list of reasons that qualify for cancellation coverage. Illness, injury, a death in the family, hurricane warning from the NOAA, jury duty, job loss, a lot of reasons. These are verifiable events. A doctor has to sign off, or there's a police report, or there's an official weather advisory. What's not on the list? You changed your mind. You found a better deal. You just don't feel like going anymore. Those aren't covered under a standard policy. Now, there's a product called Cancel for Any Reason that covers exactly what it sounds like, but that's a separate upgrade with its own rules, and I have a whole video on that. The point here is that the travelers who get denied in this case aren't being cheated. They're being surprised because they assumed everything was covered when it wasn't. And the fix is simple. Before you need to use your policy, read the covered reasons list. It's usually a page or two. It's written in plain language. And if you understand what's on it, you'll never be caught off guard. And reason number two, the documentation was incomplete. Now this one is frustrating because it's so fixable. The insurance company asks you to submit specific documents, a doctor's note, receipts, proof of payment, a letter from the airline confirming cancellation, whatever applies to your situation. And what happens is the traveler sends some of it, but not all of it. Or they send it weeks late, or they don't respond when the company asks for one more thing, and the claim just sits there. I've mediated these disputes personally, and I can tell you almost every time the insurance company is waiting on just one document. That's it, one piece of paper, and the claim would be approved. So here's how to make sure this doesn't happen to you. File your claim online, not by mail. Submit all of your documentation at the same time. Don't send things in pieces. 2 weeks after you submit, send a short follow-up email confirming they have everything they need, and keep copies of everything. One more thing people miss. Travel insurance only covers non-refundable costs. So before you file a claim, go to the airline, the hotel, the tour company, and ask for a refund. Whatever they don't give back is what you claim on. If you skip that step and try to claim the full amount, it creates a problem. But what if you do everything right and your claim still gets denied? Most travelers think that a denied claim is the end of the conversation, but it's not. And this is the part that almost nobody talks about. There are 3 levels of recourse, and most people have never heard of any of them. Level 1, appeal directly to the insurance company. Call the company and request a written explanation of why your claim was denied. Read it carefully. If the issue is missing documentation, send it in. If you think they misunderstood the situation, write a clear explanation and ask them to reconsider. This works more often than you would think. Industry data suggests that up to half of claims that get appealed with better documentation end up getting approved. Half. That's crazy. And level 2, comparison site mediation. If you bought your policy through a comparison site that offers a complaints guarantee, you have an advocate. They have licensed claims adjusters on staff who will investigate your case and sit down with the insurance company on your behalf. They'll present your side and push for a fair resolution. By the way, the companies listed on my site, CoverTrip, are covered by this guarantee. And here's the part that gives the guarantee some leverage. If the insurance company doesn't resolve the complaint to the comparison site's satisfaction, that company gets removed from the platform. They lose access to the customers that site sends them. That is a real consequence, and companies know it. And level 3, your state's Department of Insurance. This is the one that surprises people the most. Travel insurance is regulated at the state level, just like car insurance or home insurance. Every state has a consumer complaints process. You can file a complaint online for free, and the state will investigate. Insurance companies take these complaints very seriously because their license to operate in your state depends on their regulatory standing. This is not a suggestion box. This is government regulator with power. So you are not powerless. Even if your claim gets denied, the system has protections built in that most travelers have never heard of. So let's bring this full circle. The claims process is not adversarial. Over 95% of claims get paid. The ones that don't are almost always a coverage misunderstanding or a paperwork problem, both of which are completely preventable. And even if something does go wrong, there are people and systems in place to help you fix it. If you want to make sure that you're buying from a company that handles claims fairly, use a comparison site. Think of it like Expedia, but for travel insurance. You see every option side by side, and you pick the one that fits your trip best. I built a comparison site called CoverTrip, but there are others. The point is, compare before you buy. If you know someone who's been nervous about buying travel insurance because they're not sure it will actually pay out, send them this video. And if you're planning a trip anytime in the next year, go ahead and subscribe now. Every video I make is designed to save you money and give you the information the travel industry doesn't make easy to find. I'll see you in the next video. Safe travels.